Handheld gaming consoles can keep you entertained anywhere. While the gaming PCs and consoles like PS5 and Xbox Series X are excellent companions at home, they're inconvenient to bring on a trip and impossible to actually play while in transit. This is where handheld consoles come into play. So in today's video, we have picked 5 of the best handheld gaming consoles so that you can decide which one will be the best gaming companion.
On Tech Insight, we offer the perfect buyer's guide for all kinds of tech products, including PCs, laptops, accessories, and any other tech gadgets you can think of. Our specialized team of tech experts research and analyze the market and create a list based on pricing, quality, features, and user feedback, ensuring you get the absolute best in each category. To find the best suited products according to your specific needs and preferences, watch the full video and look for the purchase links in the description.
At number 5, we have picked up the PlayStation Vita, also known as PS Vita from Sony. The Sony PlayStation Vita is a magnificent handheld gaming console. It was released in early 2012 as a way to play your favorite games on the go in style. It can be considered as a light version of the famous PSP series. Still to this day, we think of it as one of the best looking handhelds out there. It's sleek, ergonomic, and screams premium as soon as it lands in your hands. It features a 5-inch OLED display which looks magnificent even today. OLED displays are more vibrant as well as battery efficient. The console comes with full array buttons including 4 directional buttons, iron buttons, 4 function buttons, as well as volume up-down keys. Other important buttons being a turn on or off button and a button for connecting Wi-Fi. It has 512 MB of RAM and 1 GB of flash storage to store your favorite games primarily. You can also attach a PS Vita memory card that supports up to 64 GB. So there's always room for expanding the storage. There are over 900 games available to play on the PS Vita system through PSN, including new hits, PS1 classics, PS mobile games, and more. The device is powered by a 2210 mAh battery, which is fairly large enough for a handheld gaming console. All in all, the PlayStation Vita is a great handheld gaming console that has compatibility for almost all of your favorite games, so you should definitely check this out. Moving on to the next one, we have the Nintendo Switch Lite. Although it's a cheaper version of the original Nintendo Switch, but it offers so much considering the price. It concentrates on the probability that users loved about the first version, but makes it even easier to take on the road. It comes in 5 different colors, so you can choose whatever color matches your personality. Plus, with the built-in plus control pad and a sleek unibody design, Nintendo Switch Lite is great for on-the-go gaming. The Switch Lite's buttons feels a bit different than those of its bigger brother, and mostly in a good way. It has all the necessary buttons that a console needs. The A, B, X, and Y face buttons are less snappy but offer a softer and satisfyingly longer travel, while the L and R triggers feel like they have just enough travel distance. The Switch Lite doesn't make too big of a compromise with its 720 pixels touchscreen display, which has been shrunken down to 5.5 inches compared to standard Switch's 6.2 inches. Under the hood, this console comes with ARM4 CPU with A57 cores along with 4GB of LPDDR4 RAM and 32GB of eMMC storage. The Switch Lite is compatible with popular games such as Super Mario, Odyssey, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and more. You can literally play all games that support handheld mode on this one. There's a 3750 mAh battery to juice up the machine and play your favorite games. Despite being the smaller, cheaper Switch, the Switch Lite feels on par with its original version. So if you're looking for a gaming system all your own, Nintendo Switch Lite is ready to hit the road whenever you are. Up next, we have the Sony PSP 3000 series, which is arguably one of the best handheld gaming consoles, as well as the best one from Sony. Nearly 3 years after its original release, the PSP is still going strong. Design-wise, this console feels sturdy as it is made of both aluminum frame and a plastic body. It has all the necessary directional and functional keys to control your game smoothly. The LNR keys are also heavily tested and they're proven to be very much durable. There are also some dedicated buttons for multimedia controls. This console comes with a built-in UMD drive, so you will have to separately buy your favorite games through UMD CD. The good thing is that you can collect them easily from a nearby store. The console has a 4.3-inch TFT LCD display with an unconventional 30:70 widescreen ratio. It is powered by an MIPS R4000 chip in combination with 64MB RAM. It supports up to 16GB of external flash memory if you want to store some multimedia files and enjoy them on your console. The battery in this console is labeled 2400 mAh, which should last twice the length of a standard 1200 mAh PSP battery. To conclude, most handheld console users want the best value for money and recreate the old-school gaming vibe, which you'll find in the Sony PSP 3000 series. At number 2, we have picked a handheld gaming console, which is currently considered as the most popular mini console out there, the King Nintendo Switch. Even though the Nintendo Switch is now 5 years old, it's still just as popular as its newer and more powerful rivals. The hybrid console offers 2 ways to play. At home, you can plug the Switch into a dock, then play on your TV using a standard controller. When you have somewhere to go, simply unplug the Switch from its dock, attach the Joy-Con controllers to either side of the device, and bring it with you anywhere. The Nintendo Switch has a remarkable design, rectangles mixed with a few softer curves, all rendered in matte plastics. But the plastic doesn't feel cheap. They used a premium material this time. Mechanically, however, the Switch is very smart. With the Joy-Cons attached to its side rails, the console behaves like a large handheld. Alternatively, you can slide the Joy-Cons off and use them separately in tabletop mode. The Switch's 6.2-inch 720 pixels LCD screen is a thing of beauty. Colors are vibrant and are almost accurate. It's also bright enough to operate in fairly direct sunlight. This tiny machine is powered by NVIDIA's Tegra X1 chipset. Plus, it has 4GB LPDDR4 RAM and 32 or 64 gigs of onboard storage. Games come either as physical game cards or as downloadable games from Nintendo eShop. If you want to download games, the internal storage comes into play, which is enough for a handful of games. But if you want a big library, you'll either need to take advantage of the microSD-HC or microSD-XC card slot. On the bottom, you'll find the USB Type-C charging port, which draws power into the console's 4310 mAh internal battery. Overall, the Nintendo Switch has been the best handheld console on the market since its release 5 years ago, and only a few consoles have surpassed it since then. If you want to play your games on a more vibrant and good-looking display, then the Nintendo Switch OLED might be the best fit for you. That is why this console has occupied number 1 spot on our list. The Switch OLED has the neat advantage of making the best Switch games look even better, thanks to its brighter and more vibrant display. The Nintendo Switch OLED is, for the most part, exactly like the console's base model. There's not much of a difference in the outside look. From a physical standpoint, the Switch OLED makes one significant deviation, and it is of course the 7-inch OLED 1080 pixel screen compared to the 6.2-inch LCD screen on the base Switch. The larger screen renders crisp images with vibrant colors and deep blacks. The kickstand on the rear allows the user to use the screen as a multimedia panel for watching contents. If there's one area where the Switch OLED falls a bit short, it's in performance. That's not because the Switch OLED is any worse than the base model. In fact, it's almost exactly the same as its previous model. Like the base Switch, the Switch OLED features a custom NVIDIA Tegra X1 chipset. It also has 4GB of RAM and 64GB of flash storage, so you can keep plenty of games on its primary storage. The Nintendo Switch OLED offers a robust and eclectic game library just like the base Switch and Switch Lite. The game selection is exactly the same among the 3 consoles variations. As for the button selection, the Switch OLED doesn't lack anything. You can have a full array of buttons that you will need for competitive gaming. The buttons are attached to the removable joystick, which can be separated from the main body if you want. The battery on this device is also the same as the original Switch, which is a 4310 mAh lithium-ion battery. All in all, the Switch OLED is a complete gaming package. It boasts a gorgeous screen, an improved kickstand, and lots of storage space. So, it's an easy recommendation for first-time handheld console buyers. Thank you for watching the video. If you want more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also press the bell icon for instant notifications so that you never miss a video from Tech Inside.